Don't tell anyone. But yesterday, I snuck out and I met Sam Koch at Louisville skate park. Don't tell Harley. We didn't even know we were going to meet there. I was at Life Skateboards in Muncie the day before. But our new stickers came in. These are no joke. Do I have one with me? No. Of course not. Of course. Why would I have one with me? It's only my job to show them to you. The new stickers came in as soon as I got home, got the message, and I said, yo, I'm going on a trip. I'm going to be in Memphis on Sunday morning with Chris Gurley. We're going to meet up at Toby Park. I'm going to see how my time, I got to make it to Texas on Sunday. So I'm going to have a session with Chris Gurley. Hug, chest bump, front side grind. Get back in the car, family trip out to the bayous on the Louisiana-Texas border, Lake Cato. I'm going to do some kayaking. Not much internet access. Let's see if there's a piece of concrete with a curb I can skate. But so I go to Louisville because Sam's picking up wood about, just north of Louisville. He's picking up more wood to make more boards. I'm picking up stickers from him. I grabbed a bunch so I can do my job. These stickers are sick. It's an owl. My favorite symbol of death and wisdom. Death and wisdom, death and wisdom. Death and wisdom, death and wisdom. Death and wisdom. We die, get wise, It's kind of my deal. And so anyways, I'm picking up these stickers and we're both at Louisville skate park, and Sam has this wonderful saying. He says, I skate every day, 2 days a year. Sam Koch has spent the last 5-6 years just grinding out a life for his family, doing cabinet work, doing woodworking, doing retail installs, doing all kinds of jobs. And Sam is one of the hardest working men I know. His work ethic is absolute rock solid. Puts me to absolute shame. Sam puts away all his woodworking, all his cabinet making, and begins making skateboards full time. I come on as his ad man. He gets these stickers in. Of course, I'm going to meet him. And we were like, yo, there are people that we would love to meet up with, but so last minute, it was like, okay, I'm getting in. I was on the pot on a phone call with him. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting in the truck. I, blasted the bidet, cleaned off, dried off, jumped in the truck with the dog, went. That was yesterday. So I'm at Louisville skate park, right, with my buddy Sam, who skates every day, 2 days a year. I skate every day like 20 days a year, right? So we're hardcore. And we took a cut through some of the transition parts. And we wound up just doing cuts on the new flow bowl. I didn't hit coping one time. I was there for about an hour. I didn't hit coping one time, and I was flying. I mean, just having an absolute blast. And I didn't notice I hadn't hit coping. I hadn't done a trick. I didn't pop my tail one single time while I was there. That flow bowl, I was cut through, then I roll in, then I just cut carbs on the low ends of the hips until I'm up to speed. Then I take it high side and around the bottom, and I'm all the way up and fly out at the top. Like, that thing is just so fun. And I realize how little it takes to make me so happy on a skateboard. And I think that might be the art that I want to pass on to other people, is just to let very little be more than enough for you and just enjoy the feeling. I have another friend. I was skating with him the other day, and he comes out of the box with a frontside hurricane grind, steps off, waxes ankles on a whole bunch of stuff, and then he was telling me, he's like, man, I just don't feel inspired to skate because I get hurt. And I was like, well, why don't you do like me and do less? But we're gearing different. I can tell that friend is achievement-oriented and a real, like, type A go-getter on the front end of the session, whereas I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is so fun, and just going fast is like riding a roller coaster. I feel like somewhere in this giant rolling mistake of being a skateboarder, something has gone right. because I'm so easy to please on the skateboard that I can't lose. I can't lose. And in this, there's a little bit of like a superpower, a little bit of a bulletproofness. And that's what's on my mind today. Is it a low standard? I don't know. I don't know about standards in skateboarding. I started skateboarding to escape standards. When I hear like Skip Engblom on the Z Boys thing talking about like, well, if someone's style stinks, then they stink it up and they stink. And I'm like, well, you know, it just seems a little too high-minded for me, man, to be like deciding things about people. Does that make sense? I just can't decide that about a person. I just can't. Tell you what stinks to me is attitudes, man. When someone is too serious about it and their attitude is and they're stomping their board or they're yelling at a kid. I was out with the kids, my guys, my little crew of kids. I was out with my little crew of kids and a dude bellowed in one of my kids' faces. Late 20s, trying to get his groove back out at the park. Couldn't get his lines because, oh, the scooter kids. Dude, scooter kids are no problem for me at all. Watch me. Go to a park with me and watch me clear the park. I just talked to him. Oh, I'm getting a preach from Scott George. Well, God bless, bro. So this is what's on my mind for public consumption. I've been doing private videos, Life Skateboards Inner Circle, and I've been doing public videos in the Makers Movement. We're just doing talk videos for a while. I'm not committed. We didn't film a lick of filming yesterday. Man, when that camera comes out and you're paying attention to things, stacking those clips up, that's not the mindset that I need right now. I'm heavy. I'm not very heavy. I've really got nothing to complain about, but I'm heavy. I'm every pound of extra weight on a human body is 4 pounds on the knee. So I'm at least 80 pounds heavier on my knees than I was before, which simply means strengthening. So I'm just skating to strengthen. That's why I'm not hitting coping and doing a lot of balance stuff, because I have to balance 80 more pounds on my knees than I had to balance before. So I'm about 20 pounds up. Maybe 30, maybe 40 pounds up. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What matters is that feeling is there. So next time I go to Louisville Skate Park, I'm going to hit up Harley Johnson and Travis and all the guys. I'm going to hit you guys up on the Facebook, let you know I'm going tomorrow, when I'm going to be there window-wise, and get it going. Because, yes, the inner circle is the cult. Yes, finally I get to start a cult. I finally get some money. Do you guys know how many times I've been accused of being a cult leader because I'm a relatively confessional Christian and I have my church is an off-grid meets at homes, and here they say I'm a cult leader. I just got run down for being a Bible salesman the other day. Locally, my name is Absolute Mud. Absolute Mud. It's hilarious. You guys should really come skate here. We'll go to all the places I'm not allowed to skate, and we can enjoy seeing that people don't hate me. They love me. They just aren't allowed to love me. Yeah, the compound. Well, I hear that there's some land for sale in Waco, Texas, so we might move it there. But it needs some refurbishing. All right, friends. So that was what was on my mind, was being at Louisville yesterday with Sam. Sam, who cuts a car beautifully. Sam is miles deep. He's been skateboarding forever. But, you know, this living the grind and working hard to create something, these guys are often the less talented, less on it among us. And I just think that anyone who's harshing on someone for bad style or bad technique or not enough tricks or being lame, they should go and they should take a deep breath and hold it, release. And then they should think about the way they're thinking, and they should take another deep breath and hold it